Hi, I'm going to pose what probably feels like a bizarre question. And at first you might think, is this even based in finance? And the question is this: do you want to be an impact investor? Am I selling anything? No. But what it's about is the flexibility of language and also the ability for us to be, as leaders, as employees, to be in many ways the change we see. But on a company level, when it comes to impact investing, I'm not actually talking about investing in a fund. What I'm talking about is looking at being an impact investor in a different sense. And what do I mean by that? I mean in terms of investing in your employees so that your return on your investment is they feel welcome. They feel that they can be authentic. They feel that they have the tools, the means, and the support to survive. Because what's definitely happened in the past few years, and there's two things. One is that it's been an employer power game. So for the most part, employees have always felt that we've had to, bend to the rules of employers. But that's actually not the best way to get loyalty. It's not the best way to build trust. The best way to build trust and loyalty is to actually invest in your employees, in your women, to make sure that you create the largest impact possible within your company. It's often forgotten that when you trust somebody, when they trust you, when they feel loyal to you, it might be an 8-hour day, but they will go above and beyond. I'm sure all of us can remember when you loved the job you had, you loved the company you worked for, you felt like you had career opportunities. You didn't just work when you were told to, you went the extra mile. And that extra mile had tangible impact. It meant that you would stay later, you do more for your clients, you do more research into making sure you had complete answers. And it never felt as though it came at a price of sacrifice, because you felt as though you were recognized for your work. You felt as though what you were doing had a larger value and it had meaning. And that was all because the company you were working for created that environment, created that culture. So, it's that part about language. It's like, do we just look at impact investors as being those people over there, who are investing in particular funds, who are looking for criteria? Or do we say, well, that's one way of being an impact investor? But as a leader, not just a thought leader, but as a leader in action, I also choose to profile myself. I choose to profile my company as impact investors, not to put it as a definition on your website, not externally, but it's almost a mindset. It's about changing the way you look at the work you're doing. It's saying, well, do you know something? I am going to prioritize women because I want to make an impact. I am going to prioritize racial equity within my company. And in the framework of gender equality, you say, well, hey, what I may not understand is, what is the impact on Black women? So how can I find out about that? Because changing this mindset ultimately means that not only are you changing your language, but you're changing your approach. And you're building in the true authenticity, and you're taking out the element of this just being a tick box exercise, something for you to do, but not something that you truly stand by. So for me, the question is, do you want to be an impact investor? And how will you be making that change? And if you don't know how to make that change, that's also okay. It's always difficult to find a starting point, but make sure you do. And it might just be something like, how do the women in my company feel? How do the Black women in my company feel? How do the women of color in my company feel? Because like with everything, to make an impact, we need to know where we're starting from. And that, in many cases, is the starting point. Where am I today? Where would I like to be in 3 months? Where would I like to be in 2 years? Where would I like to be in 3 years? So I'll leave it with you. But it's flexibility of language allows for flexibility of thought, removing changing a definition for yourself, or changing a definition and applying it to yourself, gives you the freedom to make of it what you want to. So I'll leave it with you. And if you'd like to know where to start, or if you'd like to even start those conversations internally with the women in your company, please feel free to reach out to us. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you increase the, let's say, the loyalty, the engagement, and fundamentally the impact that you have on the women in your company. So the link to our website will be in the comments. So thank you, and have a great day, and happy Monday. Bye.